Well, folks, finally some good news for North American Counter-Strike. The ex-New England Whalers roster have found a new home with Swedish organization High Coast. The ex-Whalers squad will not be forced to abandon the game they so hold dear. They will still be here in Counter-Strike competing in North America. That's a very good sign here for all of North America as a whole, seeing a little bit more investment coming in, joining Extra Salt as a foreign organization entering into the North American scene. It's a very, very good sign for things to come going into 2021 for North American Counter-Strike. Going back to the end of the MDL season and the end of the season in general, the Whalers were forced to cut their CS roster as their parent organization, Greenhouse Agency, was, quote, severely impacted by COVID-19 and had to drop their team thus far. Much to the chagrin of the Whalers owner Diego, it was not a very fun thing for him to have to let go of his team, and I'm very glad that they have a new home, and for Diego as well. I know he was really wanting the team to stay with his organization and with the squad and being able to grow with them, as this team had achieved number 27 in the world. So this is not a team that is just on the tail end of like, okay, they're like a midline team. No, this is a team that has made it to top 30 in the world. This is a team similar to Chaos that has placings in good online tournaments during this COVID period. And it's a team that has a lot of promise and potential centering around Ben Lee, Djay, Rampage, and Pone Alone, a veteran opper who has been to very many MDL global challenges. Looking over the results of New England Whalers through that period in their IM New York, I think most notably is these wins here over Triumph and Furia that come pretty much 2 days apart. And I think those two games are some of the best wins that the Whalers have had as a roster as a whole. This is when the roster still had Boo before he left for Yak Gaming and before B-Wills came to stand in before leaving for Triumph. And then Fang came in for the IM Beijing tournament later on in December. But we go back to this tournament here in October. These two wins, first against Triumph and then against Furia most notably, are two very good signs of what the Whalers were capable of, and also a sign that they'd gotten over their sort of rough patches in best of threes. They had had many opportunities to do well in global challenges and in MDL playoffs, including most notably in season, I believe it was season 12 of ESEA MDL, where the Whalers roster won the regular season, only losing one map, and then in the playoffs, they choked. They couldn't handle the BO3s, and it just didn't go their way. So really, there was a lot of worry about the Whalers in their BO3s, but it seemed that the Whalers had overcome that little mental block, especially with those wins over Triumph and Furia. Then we go on, the loss to Team 1, which will become a recurring theme here. Team 1 seemed to be a bit of a kryptonite for the New England Whalers, only getting one best of 1 win over the Brazilian squad here on the 20th of October in MDL. Then losing to Liquid as well, I think there's a pretty expected result. We move up, though, we see the massive good results from Whalers in MDL. This one stands as the outlier, the one map that Whalers lost in the regular season. And then we continue going forward. And really, you just see a lot of good results overall for the Whalers. Yes, you see some losses tossed in there. This one to the Rugrats might seem to be an outlier. The MDL finals for Season 12 here. 3-0 to Team 1 as Team 1 came in with a map advantage. But overall, the Whalers showed a lot of promise, a lot of poise, and it wasn't a move that would have liked to be made, having them drop from their squad. Wasn't expected to have them go free agency, and, well, it's not surprising that they have found a home in terms of what this team is capable of. I'm glad that High Coast have come in and seen the potential here of this team. We look over to MDL here. We see, let's go to the regular season, we see 2 seasons ago in MDL, Season 11, or Season 34 of all of ESEA. High Coast, or the Whalers as they were known then, taking the regular season over Chaos. That's a pretty great result then and there for the squad, and then again winning the regular season of MDL last season, 16-1, only losing that one BO3 to the Rugrats, and Team 1, who later made a Pro League, beating the Whalers 2 times in the playoffs, once 2-0, and then once 3-0 with the one map advantage going in from the upper bracket. But that's the thing. This Whalers team has a lot of promise, a lot of potential. And they are probably slated to be the next North American team to make it into ESL Pro League during the next promotion season. That is what is at stake for this team. That is what this team is capable of. And once they find that final 5th player to complete their roster, I have no doubt that this team will continue to do much of what they've done before, but continue to improve on that as well. The addition of Munster as a coach has made this team into another animal too. Ben Leet, another big brain playing under Steel on Chaos. Djay, I believe, is holding the IGLing reins. But there still is plenty of experience on this team to really push them forward and to another level. Poe Malone is a veteran in the scene as well. Very good opper. So plenty of building blocks on this team. Just need one more player, and I would say another season. This team should be in ESL Pro League for North America. And the only thing stopping this team is themselves at this point. There is nowhere but up for them to go. And again, High Coast coming in, signing a North American team. Swedish organization, they still have their Swedish team. They're going to keep them as an academy team. But the North American roster is going to be that main team for High Coast. It's good to see some more investment coming into North America. First it was Extra Salt, now it's High Coast. Maybe a couple more and we'll see North America starting to thrive once more and hopefully beginning to grow. I think you might want to keep an eye on Rebirth too. They might be making a couple moves coming up soon. But overall, folks, yeah, North America, we have investment coming back. We have the ex-Whalers team getting signed by High Coast. Who they will pick up as a 5th, that remains to be seen. There are plenty of options throughout the NA North, MDL and advanced scene. Plenty of people who could fill the void that the High Coast roster will require. And I'm just waiting to see who they decide to pick. They have until the 18th of this month of January to find somebody to pick up. They'll do it probably with a decent amount of time here. And, well, overall, folks, let's just hope for the best for North American, for Counter-Strike as a whole. Let's hope LANs come back soon as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Likes and subs helping me out a ton. And if you have any ideas of who would be a good 5th player for this High Coast roster, please do drop that in the comments too. Love to read those and love to see what you guys think. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.